All right, France is here. Everybody expected France. Maybe they did not, but nobody fucking expected Morocco, a country which speaks a lot of people, small country, very poor country, and a lot of them speak French. It's like right next to the border or something, and a lot of
Yeah.
Moroccans speak French, and a lot of Moroccan team players were actually born somewhere else. And guess where? France. And some of them actually come there because they felt, yeah, at least they say this, they felt like, because of racism and everything nonsense. But I think a lot of people go to a smaller country because it's better chance of actually getting into the team. But then, if you're Hakim Ziyech and the other guy, what's his that other guy's
Hu-
name?
Huf- uh,
Another
Ashraf Hakimi.
Ashraf Hakimi, who Hakimi plays for PSG,
P-
right?
yeah.
And the other guy does not get a chance in Chelsea. I'm sure he'll get now, hopefully
Yeah.
that happens. But I think last time you made a point about Morocco that Morocco has, played 120 minutes. They've actually, given everything that they can. And again, it happened again with
Yeah.
them. They didn't play 120 minutes because they beat Portugal within the fucking 90 minutes. But again, 90 is never 90, at least 100
Yeah.
minutes, right?
Yeah.
And we saw a lot of players. I think Hakim Ziyech or Ashraf Hakimi, who went down,
Ziyech, I
replaced
think he was substituted.
Ziyech,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Multiple players were substituted. Multiple of their best players were substituted. And now I told you like that time, like it's become a mental thing. But now so many people have gone down. I don't know how many of them will get up. Notwithstanding, there is something about this Moroccan team.
Yeah.
It's not pretty to watch. It's not pretty football. I would rather have somebody who actually, scores goals and concedes goals. They haven't conceded a goddamn goal in the all 5 matches. One was only own goal. It is incredible. No matter what I don't know what anybody thinks. They played Portugal, Spain. They played the top teams. Nobody. And even before the World Cup, overall, it's been 9 games. So we're looking at fucking almost 1,000 minutes or something. The way the extra time is going here,
Yeah.
they haven't conceded a fucking goal. This is not good. And France, by the way they displayed their defensive frailties, that everything was visible. They conceded 2 penalties. They could have conceded three also, four
Yeah.
also. They were just awful. And by the way, everybody disliked this referee even more than the what Messi was going on and about the
Mm.
Spanish referee. But apparently, as the Great Point says, this guy is probably going to officiate the final.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. So, but here we are. Morocco beat Portugal and England again. They played well. Potential. Boo. Can't win
I
anything.
think like so.
Hurricane. The hurricane.
Yeah. So like Morocco is the real fairy tale like that we are talking about is Morocco, right? Like no,
After
like
South Korea in 2002, I think this
yeah,
has to be.
this
And
is
at least they were their home ground, right?
yeah,
Technically,
and
it's
this
Morocco's home ground.
I mean, technically, like this is a bigger South Korea is at least well off. The country is like quote unquote more developed. There's more like facilities and things like that. But I mean, Morocco is like wow, wow. I mean, and to your point, I thought that like they played dogged defensive. It's not beautiful, but like there were times against Portugal, they were showing like the side that they can play. Like these guys, Hakimi and Ziyech, are like really creative players, and even the other players, I could see them passing, flicking the balls, and I'm like, these guys have some balls and character. Like it's not all just about like 11 players behind the ball and just parking the bus. um
And what about that fucking Ronaldo like header
yeah,
to kick
that
Ronaldo
was
out of his last fucking World Cup? My God.
yeah.
I mean, does it
And
get better than that?
it's just
My God,
insane.
that
Like
leap.
it's just strange, right? Like how Ronaldo is like going down, down, down. Messi is going up. I mean, it's just something has happened. Stars have turned.
Ronaldo did not score in this entire fucking World Cup
And
of 5 matches. One
at this
penalty, that's it.
last year this time, people were saying he took the bold move to go back to the Premier League, which is the toughest league in the world, and he's scoring goals. Messi is like sucking at PSG, and he took the easy way out. He went to the Farmers League, and now like even if he wins the league titles, doesn't mean anything. And look how look how stars have
Turned
turned,
out.
like complete 180, right? Completely upside down. um and coming to, I think the France England match was like entertaining. Like it was high quality. I loved watching it. Like of all the four quarterfinals, just the quality of like play was just amazing. and
I
and
liked the way
Yeah,
England came out, at least. I have to give it
yeah.
to them. Again, I don't want to give them medals for participation,
For
but I think at
Southgate,
least I'm happy
I
they
think
were not dogged. They came out.
I'm very happy that Southgate listens to voices outside, and he changed. He went from this ultra like five at the back system to like four, and like started playing Foden and three up front. And you had more creative players than defensive players on the pitch. That's the whole complaint, right? Like that was the whole hoopla about Southgate, that he's very very super ultra conservative, pragmatic, like never takes risks. uh, I'm happy to see that he's taken that feedback and changed the system. So kudos to him. I don't know how many chances he'll get like after
Do you want
this.
him to stay? Big question.
I didn't want him to stay after the Euros. Now I don't know, like, who do you replace him with, because I think
That's a good question.
this
I don't
group
want him to stay
yeah,
until, but he stays if you don't have somebody better. If
yeah,
you have concrete somebody, if
yeah.
Jurgen Klopp is coming in,
Rounds are
which
going
is not
about
going to happen.
Tuchel.
Thomas Tuchel,
Yeah, rounds are going
Pochettino, I
about
don't
like
care.
Thomas
I mean,
Tuchel.
I think Pochettino is all fluff.
Yeah,
I don't think he's going to win anything. He's not a winner. You don't
yeah,
replace a non-winner with another non-winner. Okay,
yeah. Correct. So I don't think you have like a
Tuchel will
clear.
win because he's a more tournament player, right? Coach, because
Mm,
that's exactly what he did with them. He even took PSG to the final.
yeah.
If you give him like 38 games, I think that's when he was actually not at his
Mm,
best. But when it during tournaments, I mean, Unai Emery is a tournament, but Unai Emery is not going to just jump ship
yeah.
straight away, right? Plus, who's going to speak in English? Yeah,
Yeah. So I think you're right. So if they don't have a clear cut like replacement, maybe stick with him. Plus all the
Joachim Low.
most of the young players, by the way, have made their debut under Southgate in the last 3-4 years, and this is technically his squad. Everyone in the team is more or less like given caps by Southgate, right? Because this is a very very young team, and they're used to this system, the philosophy, blah blah blah. Maybe one last ride at the Euros and then take a call. I don't know. After
Yeah, Harry
seeing this,
Maguire got 20,000 Englishmen to sign petition that he will all signatures actually just his own signatures. Because if one person doesn't want him to go,
yeah.
that's Harry
But
Maguire.
having said that, I mean, the amount of brickbats he was getting, I think he kind of put his hand up and he played well. Like he
Yeah,
was not
he did score the own goal. So yeah,
he.
thank you.
I mean, he was one of the top like three or four players of England in this tournament for sure. Like no matter
Fair enough. Fair
what you
enough.
say. Anyways, coming back to the quarterfinals, I think, do you like I understand your point. I think, are Morocco like too bruised up for performing one more, like are they ready for one more round of fight, one more bout, is the
See,
question, right?
France has to score. France have to score. Like if France scores, I think we're going to be good because will not see the same situation which happens to Croatia. In all circumstances, they will come back. The
Mhm.
trouble with Morocco has been that their defense is just impregnable.
Yeah.
Literally, fucking cannot be breached. And now because you know more specifics about football, right? I don't. But when I've been watching them very closely, right, there is something like whatever the shape they have, right, it just stays. And
Yeah.
then their goalkeeper, right? Then
Yeah.
their goalkeeper, which I don't know, like what to talk about their goalkeeper. The guy's fucking crazy, right? They call him Bono. His not even name is not even Bono, right? I mean, that guy's crazy. And the way they, it's like everything, like, everything is in sync. It's like
Yeah.
just everything is working perfectly. It's a rhythm. But I do feel, I actually went back before the podcast to see like if they've actually conceded multiple goals. In fact, the only weird thing was United States beat them 3-0
Oh,
like a
that's.
couple of months ago,
Hmm.
right? Apart from them, they're kind of very difficult. But I think this is what happens, right? When you don't score, don't get concede, don't concede. But when you concede once, and then suddenly
Yeah,
it's a World Cup
floodgates
semi-final, now you're
opens.
like,
Yeah,
okay, because you have to change something. Suddenly you put one guy out from there. Suddenly there's this
that's
whole
shape.
Mbappe runs in, everything
Yeah,
happens.
yeah,
If France scores, they're gonna win, even if they
yeah.
score once. I'm good with that because although France's defense is not good, but I'll be really happy if Morocco actually scores and takes it out because I'll be happy to see goals. But France scores, France wins. Simple as that. But nobody has scored against Morocco, so I don't know. But I if France scores once, I can see France scoring thrice also.
I
That's a
if
possibility.
I
But
would
first
say, if
goal,
yeah, if any team that is likely to score against Morocco, I think it's France. I think the way Griezmann is playing with Giroud and Mbappe, I think that
apparently
that
best friends with Ashraf Hakimi or something,
yeah,
right? This
yeah,
guy.
They are. Mbappe is very close friends with him. So
Like very, very close, like deeply
yeah,
close.
I
Who
think
was
it's gonna
born
be,
in France. Yeah.
yeah, it's gonna be very very interesting. And I love the way Morocco players go to their mothers to celebrate the victories. Like they're like, my God, like it's nice to
So
see.
traditional, but expected. Expected.
Yeah, mums at the games, and it's nice. It's good to see that story developing. um yeah, if France scores first, I think they will go through. So again, like, you want someone to win, but you can't go against France, right? They've not done
No, you
anything
can't go against
too
France.
wrong against France to like say that they will not win, right?
Yeah, but again, when people are saying that this is the end of it, they've got a lot of injuries now, they're done. I'm still saying people haven't scored against them.
Hmm.
Simple as that.
Yeah,
At the end of the day, just 90 minutes, and if they stay in sync, they do exactly what they're doing, then they're gonna be okay.
yeah,
And it might actually like get pushed to the, if they take this fucking thing to the final ringer, right? To the penalties. But I have seen their penalties. Fucking brilliant. Like, apart from that, lottery thing, they have been brilliant mentally. Dude, if it goes to penalties, then I'm actually fucking favoring Morocco. So
yeah,
France better fucking score. I'm telling
yeah,
you, France should come out and score. This time, Didier Deschamps, because he's been very practical and legit practical and fair enough, because they lost five of their fucking six of their starters, man. Like,
yeah,
Paul Pogba might not be any good for any other team, but for France, he's been amazing.
yeah,
They had the fucking Ballon d'Or winner, right?
yeah.
I mean, they're the best fucking players. I mean, the midfield, the Kante and everything. So
Kante, Benzema,
all these
yeah,
players are out, right?
yeah,
Benzema and everybody's out. So he had to be practical, and this is work. This is exactly how he played the first World Cup as well, right? And before, when they lost to Portugal in the last Euros in the final, right? So, but now against Morocco, you cannot be dogged. You need to come out and score, because that's
correct.
your best chance of going ahead. This team is
Yeah,
not fucking conceding. Otherwise, some big fucking header by Mashari or whatever that guy's name was, Asheri, that guy is fucking can score, and you're gonna be out of
yeah.
the fucking World Cup. And Argentina is gonna be in the final with Morocco. Or did I say Argentina? I was not supposed to say that. Not
Okay,
jinxing it.
you have jinxed it, my man. So
No, don't
there
watch
you
this
go.
podcast. All right. Final word. Um, yeah, I'm not gonna pick Morocco, because I actually also don't want another dogged performance and Morocco in the final. It's just gonna become fucking messy, man.
It's
Like
like
really
Greece,
messy.
Greece winning the Euros in
Yeah, the
2002, was
2004
it?
World Cup,
Yeah,
to the 2004
2004 or
Euro.
Euros.
In the
Yeah.
final, they beat Portugal, because I remember I was in Melbourne and I was watching. It was in the city. There was in the big screen. They were watching it, and that time I was not big on like football. I
Mhm.
used to watch Manchester United, but this thing I was not understanding. I was like, what is this Greece playing? And by the way, Cristiano Ronaldo was there in that team. He didn't really play or
He
something.
was in the
He was on the
squad. He was
bench.
like
He
17,
was in the
18-year
squad. He was
old.
on the
Yeah.
bench. He
Yeah.
was he was on the bench. He was 17 years old. My God, that I still remember. He was 17 years old that time. He's 85 born, right? So he was 17 years old. He was in this squad, and Greece fucking won. Since then, we have not heard of Greece. People like Greece play football. Those fuckers, man, they were so dogged and so boring, and I don't
Yeah.
want that. So I want France to win. Let's hope it's a cracker of a game. I would
Mhm.
love for it to be another 5 goal fucking match. I don't care. Like, open it up, score in the first fifth minute, and then everything hell breaks loose. All bets are off. Fucking Morocco is like,
Yeah.
attack, attack, attack,
Yeah, I
kill
would
them
love that.
basically.
I would love that.
I
Long
just want a good
balls
game.
with that tall striker, trying to head. And Loris can be under pressure, right? Like he can be put under pressure.
That guy
You know
has a
how he is.
mistake in him. We know
Yeah.
it. We
Yeah.
know it. And if what's the last game again? If English fucking defenders can actually hold off Mbappe, then Moroccans fucking can, right? We have Harry Maguire. He turns, as they say, like an ocean liner, right? So he
Yeah.
turns like an ocean liner. So this guy is like, obviously these people are better players. I know Kyle Walker was there, which you made a bad joke
Mhm.
about. Kyle should be runner, but yeah, it is what it is, right? So eventually we're both picking France. We at least want France to win. It's not say
Mhm.
picking because I
Yeah.
mean in this World Cup all bets are off, man. This is picking
Yeah.
just doesn't make any goddamn sense. So we both
Yeah.
want France to win because that's better for the world football. But
Correct.
if Morocco wins, I won't really be complaining, man. This is gonna be some fucking history. If Morocco wins the World Cup, I don't know after that. I don't know
We should just we
what to
should
make of.
just like stop following the game and just like retire and go to the Himalayas and do some meditation, man.
Yeah, I'll probably fucking book a ticket to Morocco, and just because everybody will be so fucking happy, right, for the next fucking at least few years, and it's cheap country,
I
so
Yeah, I
win-win.
hope our foreign exchange works for us at least in one country, right?
Yeah, it's win-win. You're in Canada, you probably fucking buy like a Taj Mahal there with fucking $16. Moroccan Taj Mahal. All right. On that note, I'm Paul, the human legend, because I've been predicting everything correctly. This is BK. He's messied up, but he still likes Messi, and we like Morocco. We won't mind them winning, but let's have France score 5 goals. Morocco can also score 3. All right. We'll see you next
Woohoo!
time. Like and
All
subscribe.
right. See
Take
you.
care. Bye bye.